What is going on, guys? Today we have something special. We are going to do a full length video. This right here is something I only waited 2 days for, okay? Now this is called a YADAO, or a YADAO, Y-A-D-A-O. This is a 3.5 horsepower gas power, okay, 2-stroke. They call it an outboard motor. I got this straight off of Temu. It's only cost me $160. I looked on Amazon. You can get these things for about $190, and then you're going to expect to pay anywhere between $50 to, I want to say it was $50 to $90 for shipping. Now on Temu, I got this from a local warehouse. It was $160, free shipping. I ordered it 2 days ago, and it just arrived today on a Sunday. So we are gonna get this thing out the box. I did a little bit of research on this, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Some guys, they said it works really well. I mean, the ratings on Temu are actually really good for it. So I think this is gonna be pretty good. Let's get this thing cracked out of the box. We're also going to do a test run with this as well. Let me move the camera so you guys can see a little bit better. This is the first time seeing this motor. Look at this guy. I'm actually impressed at how quick it came. And it's actually pretty lightweight too. So I mean, if you compare what setup I was using, we were using the Minkata Endurance 30-pound thrust trolling motor on our canoe. With the battery, it probably weighs the exact same as this right here. Now let me break this out the box real quick. Get our manual going. Use this. Now, this is what we're working with right here. You guys can see that. Like I said, this is called the YADAO, okay, the YADAO trolling motor. Overall, it looks pretty good. It actually feels like it's well built too. It's got a plastic prop. Everything up here is metal. This is your throttle right here. Now when I did my research, it said there's a priming bulb right underneath here. And then it also has a choke right here, and they said the choke is backwards. So off is on and on is off. So we will definitely be testing it out. Got my giant bin of water right here. We are only gonna run this thing for about an hour. Now, some people run it anywhere between 5 to 10 hours before they fully test it out. Well, a lot of people are impatient, so we're gonna try it with only 1 hour and see how well it runs. So let's get this thing put into our tank right here. Let's see here. Go in just like that. I want this to be right here. I mean, it seems like it's gonna go good. So we'll get this thing strapped in and we'll do some reading. We're gonna have to translate just about everything in regards to the manual because everything, I believe, is in Chinese. Now, I will go over some of the features in a little bit. Let me get everything set up and then we'll rock and roll from there. All right, we have everything set up. Now, in the box, it comes with an extra pull start, which is kind of nice that it came with it. It also has this fancy little mixing jug right here. It is a 35-to-1 ratio. Now, I will say some of the videos, I'm going over the manual for it. Part of it is in Chinese, but the first part is in English. I will say, see, on this bottle right here that it gives you, it says 35 to 1. In here it says 25 to 1. Fuel to oil ratio. So that's what we're gonna do. I got 10 gallons of gas. We need 10.7 ounces per the oil that I got. That's what it says anyway. Fuel mixing chart. Lowest I got is 24 to 1. See, it says fuel to oil ratio 20 to 25 to 1, which calls for 10 ounces of this. I don't know, 10 ounces doesn't really seem like a lot. Or it seems like a lot. What is the capacity for our fuel tank? Fuel capacity. This is very broad. Very broad. We're only going to put 8 in there. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. Let's put it in there. We'll start with about there. Put it in there. Prime it a couple times. Choke on. Let's try it. Starting to work. I mean, for the most part, everything seems like it's good. I mean, it's a relatively quiet unit, you know. Now, I can see where you want to have it going for a little bit. Just to kind of get everything tuned, because it sounds like it wants to bog down, if you can hear. Fires up, first pull. Give it a little bit of gas. And it's perfect. Full throttle. Full throttle actually seems that, I mean, it seems like everything wants to work. So, like I said, we did a 32 to 1. On this bottle, it says you want to do a 35 to 1. And the choke is indeed backwards, where on is off, off is on. So they just need to flip these stickers right here, because they just got the stickers wrong on here. So we're going to let this thing go. I'm going to show you guys just real quick. I'll do a little close-up just to show you a little bit more on it, you know. All right, like I said, this is the YADAO, or however you want to pronounce it, 3.5 horsepower outboard motor, okay? Straight from Temu. This right here is your kill switch right here. You can see right here it's got 3.5 horses. Now the engine on this thing is actually pretty cool. It's nice and quiet. It's quieter than some of the reviews that I've seen on it. It's got a nice pull start right here. Out of the box, comes with an extra pull start, you know. Also comes with a couple extra things, like this right here is for your spark plug. It's got extra gear in there. It's got just a couple extra little things, you know. Got a little toolkit in here that it comes with as well. I am using just this basic 2-cycle engine oil. And it came with this little mixing thing right here. Has 35 to 1 on there. I mean, it's not too bad. Everything seemed to work quite well. So that's fresh out the box. Okay, like I said right here, choke is backwards, okay? Like I said, off is on, on is off. And then this right here is your gas tank. Now this is your throttle right here on this side. You'll see it right back here. You just turn it to the left. Turn it to the left, and it turns it on. It's got a little pin right here, so you can raise it up and lower it. And I don't know how well y'all can see that. You probably can't see it that well. This right here is your water pump, okay? Pumps water up, shoots it out. That's how it helps keep everything cool. So we are gonna rig this up to where it can be going. And we want this going for about, like I said, about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. So we'll get this thing fired back up. See the water pump spitting water out. And for the money, it seems like it's going to do quite well.
1 hour later.
It has been 1 hour since we started the motor. The water is all right. It kind of seems like it has a slight sheen of oil on the top, but it's not the cleanest. Yeah, you can definitely see it's got just a little bit. It's kind of expected though. It's not too bad. I'm gonna say that everything inside's all cleaned out now. We're gonna take this down to the water, strap it on our canoe, and then we are just going to see how well it performs, and we'll be switching to the GoPro from here on out. We'll see how this goes. I think this is as light as I've had this canoe before. That's why I decided not bringing the big camera. Alright, let's try out this motor now. Hopefully I don't fly off this canoe. Down. Seems like it holds up quite nice. Fire it up. Oh. Gotta try to get it because it doesn't necessarily click down. There you go. Doesn't click down, so let's try to do this without dying. There we go. She's rolling. Let's try. One side effect. take out a little bit of water. So far, this motor seems like it does quite well. Right now, our battery for our other battery-operated trolling motor would probably be dead. So far, I'm going to say that this does pretty good. I mean, it's not as loud as you think it is. I mean, according to the camera, it's probably like super loud, but all right. Now, for the most part, this motor's really quiet. I mean, it sounds like maybe you're using a weed whacker, but kind of louder, or kind of quieter than that. It's holding up quite well. And whenever we ran it in that barrel or that trash can for over an hour, it only used maybe between a quarter and a half a tank of gas, and that's it. This thing has a fuel consumption, I believe it says 0.9 liters an hour, or 0.9 gallons an hour, 0.93. I'll go over all the specs afterwards, but we're gonna chill for a minute, and then we'll talk about modifications and everything a little bit later, kind of like what we want to do on it. I mean, obviously, let me show you. I'm gonna want to extend this handle out. This handle, I kind of want the handle to be like right here. It's not like the Minn Kota where it starts off here, which a lot of you guys don't read in the videos. Okay, it said the handle extends. Okay, I put in the little asterisks in the video. So the Minn Kota comes out to about here. I want it to come out to here, just where it barely touches my back. That way I can have full control over it whenever I go to turn. But this thing actually turns pretty good, as you guys can see. So we'll chill out for a little bit, and then we'll get ready to do it all over again. Do a little more tests, kind of take it out. We are not going out to the big river. I definitely don't want to do that. But for the most part, we're just going to chill. The sunset is at, I believe it said 2111 or 911. Wow, like, who dat? Let's get out here, head back upstream. This thing actually starts pretty quick. Kind of nice. All right, let's talk real quick about the YADAO, or the boat motor. Okay, first of all, it actually handles quite well on this canoe. Like I said, here's the motor right here. I put the prop in a bag just in case, Here's the mount right here. I really wish that this right here would extend up a little bit. That way it's just not as deep in the water. Like, it handles quite well, didn't overheat. This handle right here does need to be a little bit bigger by at least a foot, would help a lot. But all in all, it's actually got some quite a good amount of speed. The speed on it is about double of what the Minkata that I have does. The Minkata that I have, I think it has 5 levels and it goes about 5 miles an hour. I want to say on this one, now when we give it full throttle, it'll go for a little bit, but then it kind of acts like it wants to bog down. Now they do recommend you do throttle modulation. So you start out, you gradually increase, but then you like decrease, so you're just kind of like increasing and decreasing the RPMs. I did that a little bit, and I want to say we got up to about 8 miles an hour. So for a $160 Temu boat motor, I highly would recommend that you guys get this. It's a very inexpensive way if you want to go and get yourself a boat motor. Because if you're thinking about it, I paid about $100 for my Minkata, and then about $100 for the battery. And for this thing to only use maybe half a tank of gas to probably about 2 1/4 to half a tank of gas for, I don't know what, maybe an hour. This thing holds, I think it has a fuel capacity of about 1 gallon, if not under. But like I said, I'll list all the specs down below. But other than that, mine did pretty good. Got a little sketchy at first, like I said, because the water, it had so much thrust that the water was actually coming in here and pulling down underneath right there. So I got a little bit sketchy there for a minute, but overall I figured it out through trial and error exactly what you need to do. The only thing that I would change about this motor is just the handle length, which I could probably do another video on that some other time. Should be super easy. I mean, maybe less than, for me to extend that handle right there, I want to say we're probably looking at $10 or less if I go to Menards and get it. But other than that, thank you all for watching this episode of Holmes Outdoors. Hope you guys enjoyed the review of the YADAO, I want to say it's YADAO, okay, of the YADAO Temu boat motor. Like I said, I ordered this thing on Temu, 160 bucks, free shipping. It's like 170 after taxes. Got here within 2 days, local warehouse out of New Jersey. So I will list all the links to everything down below. Put out a little fact sheet about it if you guys want. But other than that, thank you for watching Holmes Outdoors, and stay tuned for the next adventure. Peace.